What's up, this is Attila and welcome to Flow of Attila number 13. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a Hungarian guitarist, played in bands such as Nevermore, Satyricon, Sanctuary, World Dane solo band, and I also have my Pantera tribute band called Vulgar Display of Cover, as well as I have this YouTube channel where I've been posting Pantera and dimebag related stuffs for I don't know how many years. Anyways, if you're new here, welcome, and if you're old, welcome back again. Ask me anything. In this series, I'm gonna be answering to your beautiful questions, and again, I'm gonna be reading the questions in my native language, which is Hungarian, and answer them in English with the best of my knowledge. And then the first question would be from the Ghost Lad 1. It's a little too long, so I'm just gonna read the question part if you don't mind, which would sound like this. Tervezel beszerezni egy háborúfej erősítőt? Ha igen, milyen jellegű review-ra számíthatunk majd? And then some more nice things he had to say, which I thank you for. I would love to try out the Warhead. I tried to get the first limited edition of it, but I missed it. I don't know when, but eventually I definitely make some sort of a review. I would probably do it in a way where I show it in a musical context with drums and bass, as well as just like a single mono channel and then just two pen guitars and stuff like that. I don't know when, but definitely eventually I will do something like that. And then the next question would be from Kostas Seth 9150. Bíztam benne, hogy te leszel a Nevermore-ban, állat lenne, de legalább annó lehetőségem volt látnom téged velük. Remélem, ha kiadnak új albumot, egy vendégszólót nyomsz majd. Most pedig azt szeretném kérdezni, milyen 7 óros gitárjaid vannak még? Tudom, hogy voltak sektereid, azok megvannak még? Esetleg valami Solar, Washburn vagy Dean? Tervezel olyan videót, ahol bemutatod a jelenleg meglévő gitárjaidat? Faj lenne. Ha pedig már csináltál ilyet, bocsi, nem láttam. Thanks man, it's nice to hear, and I'm also very happy to hear that you saw us back I don't know, 12, 13 years ago when I was with Nevermore. A dream come true story for me, for sure, because again, I've been a huge Nevermore fan. It's my number 2 band of all time after Pantera. Regarding a guest solo, I mean, of course I would be up to it. I'm not sure if there's a place, and it's just so far from the future. Let's see how this whole thing turns out. I can only wish the best for them. Of course, if they ask me to have a solo like that would be amazing. Not sure if many of you know, but I got a great honor to play on Jeff's second solo album, a guest solo, which I link it up here, you can check it out. It's a fun one in the song Requiem for the Living. So regarding the Schecter 7 strings, I still got those 2 Schecters, a C7. Bought the C7 guitar, I don't know, almost 20 years ago, and they customized Jeff Loomis guitar. I have since 2009, I think. So they are very important guitars of mine. Probably the black one I've toured the most in my entire life and played them on the most albums and guest solos and whatnot. So it's a very special guitar for me. Never sell it unless there's something bad going on. And I tried Solar 7-string guitars. They're really lovely, to be honest. I've used 7-string guitars for so long that now the past, I don't know, 2-3 years, I've been enjoying not to play too much 7-string guitar, because it's kind of going back to my roots. I started with 6-string guitars and then I switched to 7-string. I used that for a long time, and now I've been enjoying using 6-string guitars. Actually, I got older and more lazy like that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that eventually it will cycle back, because I love the 7-string guitars. Of course, there's so much more that you can do with those as well. Washburn or Dean 7-string guitars, I'm not sure if I've ever tried any of those. If I would want to have a 7-string guitar, that would definitely be a Solar guitar, probably an X or an E shape. That would be a nice one. And regarding the last part of your question, I actually started to show some of my guitars, and I will do more of these videos on my guitars. Maybe this one, definitely. And yeah, there's some more really fun, and I would love to show. So yeah, eventually. Okidoki. From Machine Gun Boy 245. Attila, melyik volt a kedvenc pillanatod, gitárod, amikor meglátogattad dimebag gitártárolóját Greedyvel? Beteg videó. Oh man, that was such a special day in my life, and it's very difficult to pick like a favorite moment. There's many that's coming to mind, but what I would probably say is that on the day when I met with Grady, in the morning I was taking a shower, and I just had a few moments of really peace and quiet, and I could just reflect on my life and how lucky I felt and I was and I feel and I am that I got this opportunity and this honor to visit Dime's house and have Grady and Rita showing me around, and the whole thing is just it's surreal for me still up to this day. I felt very grateful and humbled about the experience, and the waiting was definitely a super special one. And then when I met with Grady, that was also super lovely, just to see him, hug him, and have breakfast with him. And he was kind enough that he brought the Rebel Stealth guitar with him, which now he owns, because he knew that I wanted to see that. Arriving to Dime's house, also super exciting, and then going into the vault, another like favorite moment probably. And in regards of the guitars, I guess if I had to pick maybe a few, I would say definitely when I first saw the Transcribing guitar, that's like one of my favorites. And then the Volkswagen guitar was also like, yeah, I really badly wanted to see that. And then when I saw and took out the Dean from Hell, was another one of those crazy, surreal favorite moments in guitars. Also the Culprit, I don't know, it's impossible to pick one. If I would have to say only one, that would be the Transcribing guitar, because that was one that was far up on my list that I wanted to see, and that was one of the first ones I got to see, and it was still, I mean, I was on top of the moment. Kind of lost track here. But yeah, thanks for the question. It's a very lovely thing for me to remember and go back to these memories. Okie dokie. And then the next question would be from the Great Southern Drummer. Hali Attila, nagy rajongója vagyok a munkásságodnak és a Panterának. Érdeklődöm, nyitott lennél-e valaha együttműködni egy projekten? I've been doing session works and collabs like that, so the answer is yes. If you want to work on a project with me, like have me to play your song, record a solo, do videos, covers together, whatever, just DM me on Instagram. It's instagram.com/Attila, ATTILA VOROS official. It's very easy to find. Just DM me there, we can talk about the details. So yeah. And then the next question would be from Barwis10. Hali Attila, 2 kérdés. 1. Kifejtenéd kérlek, hogyan kevered a te csőfeldolgozásaidat, amelyekhez nincsen külön gitársáv, amit kivághatsz, vagy épp backing track? Azt feltételezem, hogy az eredeti felvételre játszol rá, mégis a te gitárod nagyon szépen ül a mix felett, és érdeklődnék, hogy csinálod. Just gonna answer the first part of the question now. So there's a lot of songs that already have like a backing track with vocals uploaded on YouTube, like the original tracks with an AI, some sort of an app. They remove the guitars so that you can use that as a backing track. But if there isn't, like some years ago, what I did and still do up to this day, in a DAW, which is for me Cubase, I put the original track and I basically scoop out with a parametric EQ around 200 Hertz to 500. That's where most of the guitars sit. With Dimes especially, that there's a lot of guitars around even like 100, 150 and 200. I make sure that I cut out a lot, so then my guitar would sit much better in the mix. That's what I do. So then the second part of your questions would sound like this. Próbáltad leírni a hétköznapi emberek összeomlását? Dime valami őrült dolgot csinálott, és érdeklődnék, mit gondolsz arról? I assume that you are asking me about the solo section and the end of it. I'm not sure if I ever wanna write that down. It's kind of hard to wrap my head around, and it's almost impossible to write it down with GuitarPro, which I use. There's a lot of like crazy bend ups while he's using, I think, the tremolo bar as well as the wah pedal very insanely. So it's a difficult one because it's just a feel thing, and those are usually the hardest to get right. So I understand the issue there. It's been coming up quite a lot, regular people, the song, so I will probably make a playthrough eventually. Let's see when. I don't know when. I don't want to promise anything. Then the next question will be from Henrique Bottomline MG. Szeretsz valamit az erőfém lemezről? Játszani valami riffet vagy fikcsit? Since I started with official live and the Transcribing that era, for me going back at that time when I was a teenager, like to the earlier stuff, was impossible. I only needed anything that was heavier. Even Cowboys and the Vulgar albums to me were like a little too clean and too soft at the time when I was younger, in my teenage. But it's been also coming up quite a lot, so maybe you guys can suggest some songs that you would want to hear down in the comment section. I actually have some solos and songs from that earlier Pantera era. But yeah, just leave your comment down below with your recommendations or your wish, and I'll see what I can do. Yes. Last question of today would be from Diego Rojo-N4M. Milyen gyaksikat ajánlasz, hogy fejlesszem a vibrátómat? Ez inkább erő vagy technika kérdése? Egy ideje stagnálok és nem fejlődöm. Whenever I teach guitar, my number one suggestion is that always dissect everything into the smallest little fragments so that you can focus only on the issue that you want to get better at. Don't make it too complicated. Step by step, learn the little things, the basics, build up gradually like that. And same goes with the vibratos. In a general rule, I would try to make my life as easy as possible. In order to really practice and learn, have control for your vibrato, you would need a lot of sustain. For a lot of sustain, you would definitely need more gain. Set up a tone where you have a lot of sustain, a lot of gain. Can also be with a little bit of a delay. I think it's better to learn it and practice it the way that you will use eventually. You have a different touch when you have reverb and delay. The guitar now is tuned to 425 standard E, so it's all over. This is the sound that I have now. As a general rule, I would say if you play slow, then don't vibrate it too hard. And if you make it faster, then you pull the strings or push the strings higher. This is something that's coming up, that many people do the vibratos both directions, meaning downwards and upwards. Whereas if you do the downward thing, only put the force going down and then just let the tension do the job on the way back, if you know what I mean. So pull it and then let it go back. Maybe you can do just little movements like this, so you get a feel of it. And you do the same with upwards. Okay, so it's not down and up, only down and let it go back, or up and let it go back. Start slow, super subtle. You can do with other fingers as well, just super slow. Just a little bit, and then you can add a little more. Different fingers. And then make it a little faster, but gradually. So try to work on that. And then once you have these more subtle ones, you can add some more power. Just make sure that you always hear the core note, so you don't go higher. Okay, and you can go extremely wide, but then just make sure that you let it go back. Just learn to play it subtle. I'll probably make some little lessons. Maybe I bring back the mini lick series that I used to do, in which I can teach you some small licks and lessons related phrasings, vibratos, bendings, different techniques. Maybe today, with this guitar and this tuning, I'm sorry about that, the tuning, I can talk about a phrasing, a little part of the sleep solo, which may sound very simple, but it's probably one of the hardest parts of the entire solo. That would be the very beginning. So what happens here is kind of complex. It doesn't sound that, but it's super complex. Let's dissect it. One part of it is that he bends up the B12 a half a note, and then E12, and then release that half note bend back to its core notes. So it's already a lot of things that are happening, because you don't want to make them sound together like this. So you have to do the transition without having them ring together. And the reason why it's difficult, because once you bend up the 12, you leave it there. Because then the next time, when we pick the B12, it's a pre-bend that you release. So first, just practice this. Okay? And then comes the tremolo bar, which makes it super difficult, because what happens there is you don't start from this note, but it's from a little lower. So the tremolo is pulled down and then you release it. But while you release it, the tension on the arm, you also bend it up. So you would have to end up here. So. And that gradual bend up with the tremolo, with the dive bomb, is what makes it difficult. And when we come back, the vibrato is more with the arm. Okay, and here, when we go back the second time, there's a pull-off, hammer on, and then pull down the arm, or push down the arm, and then again a pull-off. So the second one will look like this. The third one is like the first one, is the same. So yeah, it's just 3 notes, but how complex it can get with only 3 notes. One of the many specialties of Dime, and just playing with the very expressive phrasings on guitar, so that it makes some sense. I react, which is something that I quite enjoy. For the hardcore, and maybe not even only the hardcore Pantera fans, I guess I'm not saying anything new. On YouTube, there's an amazing live footage from '92, Hollywood, and today I'm gonna react to Cemetery Gates from that show. So I guess just without further talk, let's just listen to it together and see how we feel about it. Probably pretty good. Okay, so let's roll. I love the fact that the bass is so loud in this mix. Oh yeah, I do remember this. What a cool bass line. Oh yeah, I used to play it like this, I guess, because of this. Come on, man.
Let me see those hands in the fucking air.
Not yet. I think everybody was already in awe, just waiting. Very laid back. I used to do that, yes. Oh, wow.
This is what I call Cemetery Gates.
He plays more pinched harmonics. Not now. Not now. Cheeky little thing. They're having fun, you can tell. What? What was that? Ah, he does something like this at official live. See? Bad boy. Shit. He's smiling. Again, the galloping. That was nice. Let's see. I love the control. It's super difficult because you go up, it's a higher note, so he went down there, of course. Yes, that's badass. Play very slow, super laid back. How's that? You just gotta keep going. Okay, it was a thing then. Everybody saw it? Everybody saw it? Awesome. What's going on now? Ah, yeah. I guess he was talking to Grady that now I'm gonna do something fun. He already knows what's going on. Yeah? Watch out, boy, now. No, no, huh? Come on. Yeah, nice. You can tell that he was thinking about it, because when it happens in the heat of the moment, those are like the really cool ones. This was a little human. Oh, it's just one octave, yes. Oh, something going on then. Interesting. Let's see the solo. Oh, he picked it. Now goes crazy. Ah, that was some nice save. Let's see what's going on there. So far everything is the same, kind of. Okay. Oh, it's going up like that. The classic dime pinky slide. So he slides up to the 22nd, and then slide back. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. I don't know, something like this.
That's right. The chance to save my soul, and my kisses now.
I guess something was going on with the pedals that threw him off, probably, because still it sounds a little insecure. Now he makes it up. So that was like a pinched harmonic and then the whammy. Or maybe even a dive bomb. Oh, that's why it's... the whammy was on for it. Something like this. Yeah.
Fucking right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Nice. This lick I made a lesson to. It's very similar to what he played at the Randall Clinic videos, which I'm pretty sure that many of you are aware. I tried to link it up, did a playthrough of that Cemetery Gates solo part and then lessons with this part also. Check it out if you will. Yeah, I love when he stops like on the major. Yeah, iconic for sure. With all its imperfections, I mean, this is what makes live music. The human element and solutions and how you react to it. I don't know, it makes it special. That was it for today. I hope that you enjoyed today's flow of Attila. If you got any questions for the next AMA, don't forget to put them down in the comments section. Also, I got a Patreon site, so if you want to support me and or get tabs and other exclusive contents, just make sure that you check out the link down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified on future content. Thanks again, and I wish you a lovely and fun day. Ciao.